Thank you very much. We want to explain to the people of Kenya why the state is so harsh on Dennis Itumbi and why they wanted to eliminate him last night. It is because within the security forces, within KRA, within EACC, the hustler nation is real, and for all the atrocities that are being planned against the people of Kenya, officers have been reaching Dennis Itumbi to expose the criminal acts before they happen. 2 weeks ago, EACC has been directed to raid my 2 homes and plant arms or drugs or fake currency so that they can put me behind bars. And officers from there reached Dennis Itumbi, and he exposed that scheme and it aborted. And so many other things are happening. And because within the security forces, 95% of the officers are within the hustler nation, they have found a very good avenue to expose the ills that are going on. What we want to ask the DPP, the son of Mutiambai killed 3 people. Today he is called free. Dennis Itumbi has been pursuing that matter relentlessly, and that is why he was abducted and tortured yesterday. We want to ask you to urge the DPP, why are you sparing the son of IG Mutiambai? He killed 3 people. These are Kenyans. And today, he walks scot-free because he's the son of the Inspector General of Police. We want to ask President Rigathi Gachagua, please don't allow the ills and the atrocities that happened during the reign of Kenyatta 1 to happen during Kenyatta 2. It will be very sad if the bad legacy of President Jomo Kenyatta with the legacy of his son. You remember in the 1970s, what is happening today is what happened then. Kidnappings, abductions, torture, and political assassination. On the 1st of March 1975, J.M. Kariuki was kidnapped in the same style that Dennis Itumbi was abducted yesterday at Hilton by officers who are close to the late Mr. Jomo Kenyatta, driven all the way to Bong Forest, tortured, moved his teeth, and killed in cold blood. We are asking President Kenyatta to confirm to the people of Kenya during his New Year address that the atrocities that happened during the reign of his father will not happen during his reign. We want him to confirm to the people of Kenya that he is not going to allow the political assassinations that happened during the reign of Mr. Jomo Kenyatta to happen during his reign. That is all that people of Kenya are asking. And we want to remind our president with due respect that Kenyans and the people of this world don't remember good things. They remember the last bad thing that you have done. With all the roads that have been done, with all the electricity connection, with all the physical infrastructure that is being witnessed in this country, it will wipe out his legacy if he does not stop the killer squad within the DCI from his illegal actions. People will remember these abductions, this torture. All the good things will be forgotten. So we are asking the president to live up to his constitutional mandate, his oath of office, and call his people to order. They must stop these abductions, they must stop torture, they must stop whatever they are planning to do against people who don't agree with the politics. And we must ask the president to manage politics in the conventional manner. That is reaching out, persuasion, consensus and concurrence. The use of the criminal justice system has never succeeded anywhere in the world to manage politics. It cannot happen in this country. And finally, even when President Moi tried to force the people of Kenya to elect President Kenyatta, he just did it politically. He never sank this low. He never used the criminal justice system to force people to elect his project. He never used the police force to go against those who are refusing to endorse his project. We ask the president to just persuade the people of Kenya to support his project, but not allow the use of the criminal justice system to force the people of Kenya to to elect his political party.
We want to kill all of us.